Hi everyone, how does my viewer get on with these roundabouts? I think they did brilliantly. And this situation was also excellently dealt with. This is Will. He's one of my old deluded drivers, and he sent me a whole bunch of clips over the last 12 months. Let's have a look to see how he's getting on. Will's transformation isn't a new thing. He's sent clips in before, and I've already covered his progress in a previous video, but the difference between old Will and new Will is one of the proudest moments I've had on the channel. Will's now quite resolute in following the rules and trying to create best flow for everyone. I thought this was a good shout to cede priority. The cars are braking and look like they're queuing a little bit further up in Will's lane. But he also uses his movement as a good communication and doesn't just barge through. Nice. A national speed limit dual carriageway, nothing wrong with overtaking. But it's what Will does with the upcoming cyclist that's impressive. Delaying the pass so the blue Fiesta's got a pocket of space. Lovely, although the driver of the Fiesta should have given the cyclist much more space as they had it to use. This was a good spot with a low sun and a nice application of the pedestrian priority rules. Did you know you should give priority to the pedestrians in that situation, if it's safe? A nice pace approaching a slippy uphill section of a bend. And a lovely reaction on spotting the horse rider. This road's way too narrow to pass at 2 meters, so you're better off stopping in a wide part, just as Will did, and let them pass you. And it's also much appreciated. I also like the delay to make sure they're passed far enough. Will spotted this motorcyclist early and altered his driving to suit. Always be ready to fix other people's poor road use. If no one's around, no problem with holding back and letting this van driver reverse. You think of the problems they've got with vision doing this. If there is a big flow of traffic behind, this situation would have been better to continue though. Honestly, when I first saw this clip I thought, why is Will stopping there? Our eyes see things in the distance a lot bigger than the dashcam shows. Had you spotted the coach from the opposite direction when Will first pulled in? The coach driver was really happy with what Will did though. It was also a good shout to move up when possible, so the vehicle behind could also clear and allow the bus through. A mini roundabout formed a large part of the first video I did on Will, however, he sussed them now. It was a terrible emerge by the driver of the black car, but Will made it a non-event. If either of these drivers had possessed Will's skills, this accident probably wouldn't have happened. But if Will had have continued with how he used to drive, Will could have been in this same situation quite regularly. Nicely sorted with a nice spot. As soon as the bus came into view we could see it signalling. The vehicle in front isn't going to hold back and let it out like they should do. But Will does. Keeping a pocket of space helped Will out in this situation. Go and replay this clip and see how that lorry ended up getting there. Although it was never a problem in any of Will's previous videos, he shows good care for the more vulnerable here. I'm sure Will would be the first one to admit that he used to close space down quite regularly. Now it's the opposite. Will's definitely a part of the solution now, and not a part of the problem. I will leave a link in the description of the original video to show you the transformation. It's amazing. Great job here as well, mate. The improvement in Will's approach in roundabouts has been dramatic, and especially the appreciation when people don't do things correctly. He doesn't blast into the problems anymore. Will took my criticism unbelievably well, and now deals with situations like he's had decades of experience. Will's anticipation skills seem to have improved even further since the last batch of clips that we had about 18 months ago. This situation was particularly impressive. I think categorically now Will can class himself as a good, safe and conscientious driver. And for me to have had a part to play in this makes me really proud. Many people tell me how much I've helped them improve their driving over the years, and for me that's brilliant ratification for the work that I do. But I doubt there's been many people who have improved as much as Will. Thanks a lot for sending in your clips, mate. Keep safe everyone. I'll see you all soon.